look at this mess. And that's how far I got with Virgo last week. And a tiny bit of preview on an upcoming project that is gonna be very fun, which has maybe something to do with that. But that's for another time. Right now it's mushroom time. Yeah, before I even get to that, I have to clean up the table. So it's Monday, week 34, and God, I wish I did this yesterday.
Some say that you're a fraud. Go get them. Start a debate, prove them wrong. Go get them. No one has to know but you and me. Hey, I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. It's not a mission for two. People have brains and hearts. Go move them. Go get them. If you can't win, pretend. For as long as the dogs don't bark at your end. Be smooth, turn up the charm. White lies do no harm. I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. It's not a mission for two. Doesn't matter what they think about us. Don't care what they're gonna say. You are you and they can touch you. Do what you do, they can stop you. Go get them. I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. Doesn't matter what they think about us. I can point you. I can show you in the right direction. Do what you do, they can stop you.
Good morning. It's Tuesday. And I finished off Virgo yesterday. Whoop. I think it turned out really cool. Her hair could get a bunch darker. I could have worked a bit more on the leaves. But otherwise, I'm actually really satisfied. Her left eye is a bit wonky though, but that's apparently just how I work. So, what's on the plate today? I've got my to-do list. Okay, to-do list acquired. And for today, I have to upload the stock from yesterday, write a promo post of some kind. Then I have to make some pack shots of Virgo and then edit those shots. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the workspace. So much stuff. It's been a while since I've had an actually satisfying pull. And there she is.
I wish I was above the center of attention, but I'm not. I wish I didn't have to give in to the pressure. I'm posting pictures, trying to be someone I'm not. It feels just like I'm lying to you. I fake it, stage it, trying to live some perfect life. I know I'm wasting time, 'cause I just wanna call my friends and see what they're doing tonight. It doesn't have to be so special. I try to be myself, you do the same and we'll be alright. 'Cause this pressure's really bringing me down. I wish I had the guts to start a conversation with someone. Just be who I am, not care so much about first impressions. So, 'cause I got a feeling that it could be great. Skip all the acts, stop playing games. Maybe reveal it, they ring me and tell you my name. Yeah, I got a feeling that it could be great. Skip all the acts, stop playing games. No more consent, they ring me, I won't be ashamed. 'Cause I just wanna call my friends and see what they're doing tonight. It doesn't have to be so special. I try to be myself, you do the same and we'll be alright. 'Cause this pressure's really bringing me down. Pressure's really bringing me down.
Hello. It's almost 12, but yeah, that's what you get for staying up late. It is Wednesday, and I left my desk in a bit of a disarray, but it's just because I was working. Is it called working? Playing around yesterday. So I guess I kind of wanted to make a small update on my wire wrapping endeavors. I think one of the first thing is this that I'm really proud of, because I think it's really cute and because I really like the stone. The thing is though that I don't know if it's the wire or the stone itself, but there's a lot of discoloration. You can easily see it right there from the wire dragging on the stone. But I know I still think it's really cute. So yeah, that is the first one. I think the thing is, the reason I started working a lot more copper, I asked my partner if he knows what kind of wires I could find, not wires, cables I could find that had a good size of wire inside of it, and he pulled out some different kinds. So I suddenly had a lot of small gauge, big wires. So I've been experimenting a lot with that. I'm not really that proud of this one, but it was an experiment to get the stone to sit in this kind of way. It's not perfectly set in there, but it was an experiment and it turned out kind of cute. I guess. I'm probably gonna pull this apart to get the stone back out. And there's this one that came from the other experiment, where I weaved all the way around here and just pulled it all the way up. Otherwise, it's pretty sturdy in there, and I like it. It's very simple, very cute, and I've also been playing around with rings. So there's this one, and yes, it's actually pretty set in there. It's a tiny bit wiggly, but otherwise pretty set in there. I made 2 rings that I can't show you because I gave them to my sister, but I can show you these ones. This is basically just a pearl that I pulled through, and didn't have enough big wire to make a proper setting looking thing, but I still think it's kind of cute. This is what I was experimenting with yesterday. I'll show you in a moment. What else I made? This one. It is heavily inspired by a tutorial I will link up here. But yeah, I really like how this turned out, except for the ring is a bit top heavy, but that's just because the stone is heavy, I guess, and it only has this tiny bit amount of wire to hold it. I've also been playing around with these plastic pearls, so I've made a bracelet that I think is really cool. Closure. A bunch of these are not perfectly sized compared to each other, so, and this is what I used most of the evening for yesterday, was making this one that I also think is really cute. And to do that, I've used this, wrapped the wire around the pop handle, and then just cut out the rings so they are all the same size. And then just for fun and giggles, made some earrings to go with them. They may not be perfectly symmetrical, but I still think they're quite cute. And I would say they fit each other. But I don't know, maybe I'm gonna make a necklace to work with this set, and definitely gonna try and get a ring to work with them. So I hope this was at least a little bit interesting. So what have I been making here? Wait, oh dear, made a little box, and just put rolled up strips of paper in there. It actually works really nicely to just set it in there. It's just quite a bit of a process. So it's I guess commercially viable. I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could make something that was easy to ship. Ship, that's the word I was looking for yesterday. Shipping. Easily shippable. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. So that's gonna go up here. There. Then I should really get to clean up this space. I have been thinking a lot about the whole, should I make a new channel? Should I just make a Facebook page or an Instagram for my DIYs? And I think I still don't know about Instagram and Facebook. Maybe I'll make a Facebook page just because it'll be easy to switch through switch over from the two in my daily life. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep all my experiments to this channel at least. So if you don't like to see me experimenting, I'm sorry, but that's what my days go with. Also, check this out. I made this back in 2014 or 15. I can't remember. It's quite heavy. But I made this with my own hands. So most of it is CNC'd. It's very rusty at the moment because it's been laying in my in the kitchen with all of the wonderful moisture that comes with that. But this is CNC'd, and these parts are made on a drejebænk. What's it called? A lathe. So yeah, that's really cool. And I have finally figured, hey, I can use this for wire wrapping or all sorts of stuff like that, because it's heavy, it's pretty sturdy, I can put stuff in that's gonna stay. So yeah, good for me. Whoop. I've also started to write down what's in the rings and stuff, just so that I can remember it for later. I should really find another way of storing these. I've also been looking at. I have not made this ring myself. It was a gift from my stepmom, but this is kind of a cute way of displaying rings. It also has this pearlescent shine. That's really cool. But that's again just experiments. So what else am I gonna do today? I have been promoting the stuff from Monday, and that's basically all I've been doing today. So I'm really not sure what's happening now. Right now, to be honest, I should really get to get some food, and I am a bit hungry. But yeah, maybe some food while I figure out what else to do. I should really get to Scrawlerbox videos again. Get back on those. Also, I actually do still have a project doing those patches. D&D patches. I think I mentioned this early on, but my partner came through with a most wonderful idea of only doing the first 4 classes, the original 4, which is Fighter, Cleric, Rogue, and is it Ring? No, Wizard. Of course it's Wizard. So just doing those 4 to start, and then put more in as time goes. And I think that's a genius idea, mostly due to work pressure. But I should really get to those also, because I really want to make some liner cutting. What's it called when you have so many projects and you want to start them all at the same time, so you don't know what to pick first, and then you end up not doing any of them? I would usually call it a lack of proper planning, but that's just because that's how my brain works, because if I don't put it into the schedule, it doesn't get done. But if I do put it into the schedule, it does get done. Well, usually. But I know there's other, deeper, more creepy reasons. Maybe I am just being a blubberhead. Also, this can't be healthy for my neck. Yeah, so I've been looking a bit at my projects and trying to put it all into perspective, into the journal. There's so much stuff. Oh well, So I have decided to finish off the day doing some sketches for the fighter patch, and I am gonna start filming the July scroller box tomorrow. No, Friday. On Friday. Just so I can get back into the swing of things. I'm also deciding to put out scroller box videos the last Thursday of the month. So I hope that's gonna work. So yeah. It's raining! Oh my god, ever since I came back from vacation, we've had high sun and close to 30, around 30 degrees Celsius weather. It's finally raining. We had a bit of thunder yesterday. Oh, I'm excited. I just realized I have stuff out on the balcony that doesn't like rain. Okay, so I do have some ideas of what I want to do. And while we're just going with fighter, I'm thinking I started out with sword and shield as the typical fighter, but you can be a fighter of all weapon classes. So I actually really like this with the axe, the sword, and the bow because it embraces all sides of the fighting. I'm wondering if I want some extra words on the patch, like what defines the fighter. It's strength, honor, maybe? I think that's more barbarian. Maybe I'm thinking orc. But skill, at the very least. But I don't really know if I want more words apart from just the class in it. But I do want the D20 to be something that keeps popping up on the patches. But then, while sketching out this part, I wondered how big I've chose the patches to be, and this is apparently the size that I had chosen to begin with, and it's kind of huge and kind of square, almost rectangular. So I'm not really sure. Another thing I got to thinking about is that I want the colors to be different for all the classes, and for the fighter I want red and black, just so I have more colors to play around with. So I think these patches are gonna be my first reduction print, even though that means I can only do so many of them. That would really make them limited edition, which I don't know if I actually want. Because another way to do it is have 2 blocks, but otherwise I would have to get some fabric in the different colors. Maybe I should just stick with having 2 blocks. and then go with that. Yeah, so I have 2 blocks, and one is, in this case, red, and one is black, and then I just have to make a device to make sure they are printed directly on top of each other. I just don't know whether that's gonna be not easy, but at the very least achievable. Wait a moment, I cut down the amount of patches from 12 to 4. So I should be able to have enough lino for doing a 2-color print without having to do them as reduction. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, what I am gonna do is make a 2-color print, and I'm gonna design the rest of this on the tablet, just so that I can see the layers and put them on top of each other and have more openness, I guess. So that's where I am. Right now it's just, is this too big of a patch? 75 millimeters by 83 millimeters, which is kind of big, I would say. I mean, this is my hand. Oh, I don't know. Hello! It's Thursday, and I didn't get to finish the fighter sketches yesterday, but I did get a bunch of editing done on this vlog, so hopefully Friday is gonna be a little more relaxed. Anyway, I've been figuring out what to do with the layout of the patches, and I have been taking a couple of looks on how others have made icons of the different character classes, and I think fighter might be one of the easier ones to start with, so that was good. But I'm still not sure about the complete layout of the patches themselves. So I've been playing around. This is kind of the first thing I went with, and I don't know, it feels so far from done. And I am actually thinking about, instead of having the class name on the side, instead just have a banner go across the icon or something, and do it a bit more tattooy-ish, I guess. But I'm gonna fight on with this design for a little while longer. Thus far, according to Toggle, I've been working on this design for 3/4 of an hour-ish. But it's fair, because it's the general layout of the entire design line. So I'm pretty sure that's allowed. So it's basically more the concept of the patches and not the fighter patch itself. Because as soon as I'm done with the layout of the line, it should be 50 times more easy to put in the different designs. So that's where I'm at. It's Thursday. I am fighting the fighter design. Do I have anything else today? I do. But I think that's basically just cutting out the lino for them. So I don't really think it's gonna be that bad. Okay, I think I've finished the design, and this is it. I'm stoked about how it looks. Now we just need to see how it looks finished, like printed and ready to go. A few things I would like to point out while I've got it up here is I'm gonna be doing this in 2 colors, which means 2 blocks, 2 printings. And there's a couple of things that I have to stress when it comes to 2-color printing. I'm nowhere near an expert. I have never done this in reality yet. The thing is, you need 2 colors with a good amount of contrast, which is, as far as I remember, gonna be a little hard moving forward, but that's gonna be interesting for whatever's coming up. Well, first off, the cleric is white and yellow, and maybe I should go with gray and yellow just to get... Yeah, I have to rework the colors because, as I said, white and yellow doesn't really work. For the ranger, there's gonna be green and blue, and those 2 don't really have a bunch of contrast to each other. So again, gonna have to rework that. Also, the paladin, light blue and white, not gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework the colors, the color choices before I move on with the next couple of prints. But that's for another time, next week. Push it to next week. It's gonna be fine. But for now, the colors need good contrast. Another thing is that you can never be 100% sure your colors are gonna go right on top of each other. If I take the finished piece here and divide it out into the black and the red, those are the 2 blocks I have to carve. And when you put those 2 together, people with proper equipment have a much easier time to get these to overlay perfectly. I'm gonna be doing a DIY. I think it's called registration. I have no idea what it's called in reality, what it's actually called. But I had to make a DIY version. I'm a bit scared that it's not gonna connect perfectly. So what I have done is, on the D20s, I've started with a red base and then used the black to just kind of outline where the details are. And on the other parts, I have made it so that wherever the red meets white, the black lines are a bit thicker. So I have a bit more leeway in it being a tiny bit skewed. I hope that made sense. I think it did. Maybe. Whatever. That's, I think, the main things to keep in mind, and that I have to keep in mind for next time. Anyway, this is the finished design. I'm very, very proud of it. I just wanted to show you. And even if the patches doesn't work out, I think this design works out anyway. Actually, I want to try something. I really, really like this. Oh, I might have a couple of small tweaks if I want to make it into a print, but this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool and I really, really like it. Okay, that was a test. I have also just realized I have to make room for the border around. I'm gonna sew a border to the patches. Hi. So I blinked twice and now it's Monday. The thing is, Friday I used the majority of the day to edit this vlog and try and finish in time, but I didn't. So I had to go at around 4 to help my aunt get ready for my cousin's christening. And then Saturday was the christening, and Sunday I slept. So now it's Monday, it's 8:30, so I have about 1.5 hours till the vlog goes up, which should be more than enough. But yeah, that was my Friday and weekend. So really just wanted to pop in and say, hey, thank you so much for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed, or at least found it a bit interesting. And hey, let's try out something new. Subscribe if you wanna follow along for next week. So this week, I don't know, this feels terribly weird. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Take care. Bye.